I do believe we're ready to go. This is fantastic.
Is that recording too?
Everything is recorded.
Oh my goodness. I gotta
Yes.
stop working.
Oh yeah, I got a
Guess what I was
handful of
doing in
papers here.
Okay. Well, I guess we should start with some gratitude. That's the first way we're going to start it.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Way to reduce the stress. I can't wait to unload this week. So I'm grateful to be in here. This is where we're kind of having a moment with ourselves.
Yeah.
Grateful that I got some good sleep. Grateful that the roof is still on our house after that wind fest that we had. How about you?
That was crazy. I'm glad the snow stopped. And I'm also glad the AC works. So we'll discuss that. And I'm really grateful you guys are back for another episode of Plantspiration Unplugged. We're John and Stefanie Ignoffo. And we started Plantspiration to help everybody that to go plant-based for the better for their health, the animals, and the planet, and to kick ass.
Seriously, people know us for losing 250 pounds as a family, reversing a slew of our own chronic diseases, and now we're known for reaching and teaching people all over the world how to make this lifestyle work, how to get healthy too, and we're grateful to bring it back to you. It is episode 19. Do you know that 90% of podcasts don't even get past episode 3?
Wow, I understand why. Because
got to start off with positivity.
Yeah.
Why? What do you mean? You understand why?
Because you got to go after what you want, and people didn't want it, maybe enough. Right?
Well, that's
Kind
not
of.
really.
Well, I don't know. But I mean, it could be some of them.
Well,
you got
have
to put in the effort if you want it to happen.
It is actually learning how to navigate through all that stuff. So, I mean, I think it is because I wanted it. We wanted to do it. We wanted to,
certainly.
you know what I mean? It has to be. Actually, I have a quote.
Oh,
They've been
here,
coming
bring
out of
it,
me
bring
like
it.
left
Oh,
and
I
right.
love it.
This week, these things kind of help.
Did you say hell? Because it's been like hell week.
It has been.
It's been
It started
crazy.
off. It started off with time change. It started off with 4:45 in the morning when I came down to get water,
my
and all
gosh.
hell broke loose on me.
Yeah. I mean, geez. That's how my week started.
I come down here. I come down here to get a drink of water, and I hear poor kitty. He's yakking.
Oh, man.
That new food's got to go. We've already established. We tried to do
I'm
something.
done with the new food.
He's down here yakking. I almost
My poor baby.
I've never seen this happen in my life.
No.
I called my vet friend and I was like, "Hey, I'm worried. Have you ever seen
Has a
anything?"
cat ever pooped as he's barfing? Like, oh my God. Yeah, so that was 4:30 a.m. Monday morning. Happy Hell Week. Thank you. Like, what?
And the whole week was
The
weird from
food
the time change.
I'm done with that. He was fine with the other food.
Yeah, so
Yikes. Sorry, little guy.
I hear him getting sick and I'm like, oh my goodness, let me go help him out. Maybe he's, I don't know what happened. And I flick on the light and when I saw,
Did you scare the shit out of him? Is that why? When you flip the light on.
I've never laughed this hard.
I didn't think
I
it was
saw
funny.
that and then I was like,
I did not think that was funny one bit.
I came upstairs. I'm just gonna let you guys know. I came upstairs and I told John, I was like, "Hey, we got a problem."
Yeah. Your cat is barfing, and I think he pooed at the same time. I'm like, what? I'm like, what do you mean, my cat? Now it's my cat.
It's your cat. I dealt with this with the kids like forever.
She's like, I change everybody's diapers. I'm like, all right, I'll go get that shit picked up.
So that was Monday, right out the gate.
Man, yeah.
Everything has just been a little weird. I kept saying, I'm like, I know that there was this like full moon, and even I look up like, is there studies that show that the moon is affecting people's moods? And
Well, yeah, you talk to your nurse friends, your doctor friends
They'll
about
say
the ER,
yes.
right?
they'll say yes, but you go look it up and it's kind of like, well, it's not really,
Well, it's all superstition.
it could be.
Unless there's werewolves around, then we
I
know
mean,
that shit
I
goes.
heard it all this week. It was a really rough week for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So I think it's good that we take a deep breath right now.
Oh, boy.
Doesn't it feel good?
It does. It does.
Let's do it again.
Breathing really, really. Okay, let's do it. There you go.
I hope you guys are doing, whoa,
Yeah, see, that's how good breathing is. I mean, it really.
I just bonked the microphone in my face.
Breathing, actually, I've been taking notes in life because, I got to write shit down. Well, it's not because I'm getting older and I forget stuff. It's just good stuff. As we breathe, we become more conscious and connected with our spirit.
It's absolutely true.
You bring it in, you tickle your pituitary gland. As we breathe, we become more conscious about our unconscious.
Well, that is true.
And we can start seeing more layers of our reality.
Absolutely true.
Totally.
Like 25, 30 years ago, I had this great therapist and she would tell me to breathe. And I would say to her, I'm in here to complain. I'm not in here to actually, I'm already breathing. Like I took the advice and just crapped on it. And if I could go back and do one thing, it would have been, I should have tried it because it changed everything for me. And breathing, doing stuff like that lowers your cortisol. So here we've got this, but I didn't think about it at the time. I see a cat shirt on the floor. Like you're annoyed about the whole situation. Like not in that very moment was I like, okay, let's everybody take a deep breath. That's not what the voices are. That's not what you're self-conscious. It's not what you're thinking.
No, I know.
So great reminder.
But I love it. Good. Breathe. I mean, that's like the basic thing that we all do and need before anything else.
But we really don't pay attention to it.
No, it just happens on its own. I'm breathing or I wouldn't be alive.
Right. We don't really pay attention to it. But when we start breathing, it can start lowering our cortisol. Now, this is the stuff I kind of coach and I talk about. I do talk about stress management and I do talk about breathing.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Because I hear about how great people are doing.
Did you listen
in the
to
community?
Saturday's
Yeah, I listened to it. It's been, if I'm working Saturday, it was a week. It was busy.
And we're ending it right here.
And I missed the group.
Usually we do this, we record a day early, but we're recording a day later because you had to go to work yesterday. It was probably the second Saturday support you missed in 5 years.
Yeah. It's the first Saturday I worked in 5 years, so I'm doing pretty good.
Well, outside of...
Well, I'm not talking about my shop where I have to physically leave the house.
That was I was like, hey, I got this. And... I'm so glad you listened to it.
Yeah, people are crushing it.
Thank you.
I mean, they're really kicking butt. They're doing great. They're feeling better, all that stuff. I mean, we'll get into that with the health report later.
We're going to be talking about that Plantspiration Health Report, but
yeah.
Is
my mic right? Is my wiring screwed up?
Great. No, everything looks great. See, look at this. This is the week. Summer, winter.
Yeah, no doubt.
Summer, winter.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, let's get into the weather. Holy cow.
So here's a perfect example. Cat situation, that starts off, but immediately I go to the positivity. I watch the sunrise, I do start taking in breaths and I take it down a notch and then I start looking at the weather because I know it's coming.
Oh yeah.
I know it's coming. And then as soon as that weather is just fine enough for me to get out on my bike,
oh yeah,
the house is getting cleaned up at like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
The schedule.
I'm getting everything done.
I'm getting everything done. My menus are ready. My class is ready. My coaching motivation lives are all drafted up. I've got everything set to go because I could not wait to get outside. It hit 70 here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is that crazy?
I called Julie, my amazing ride or die bee health teacher. At 73. Julie, I'm sorry. I know you listen to this. She hears it. She's like,
we love you, Jules.
And I'm so I want people to know that this is what 70 should look like. Because I didn't know. In my 20s, I thought 70s meant we need a wheelchair.
Yeah, wow.
Because it's coming.
Yeah, yeah, really. I mean,
and 30s,
man.
Ride a bike. That was when I was like, who could ride 10 miles? That's not possible.
Yeah.
Can't do it. Now I just was like, hey, Julie, it's going to be 70s. When do you want to get this done so I can start crunching this out? Yeah. My calls, I got a loaded schedule of calls. I'm trying to block some time out for this.
Yeah, we're going to talk tomorrow, everybody. We got a bike ride to do.
Yeah, we got a bike ride to do. And we get out there and talk about taking a breath. Take my breath away. That's what went through my mind when we got out there. I had to slow it down. I was so excited. I was the adrenaline rush. I try to explain to people.
I bet. That's how the first ride is of the year, really.
It was the first ride of the year.
Right, Tommy? He's already been out. The weather here is a little different.
Well, it's snowing today, 70s yesterday.
I can't even believe it. We're using the AC yesterday, the day before. Yeah, couple days ago.
Had to.
Yeah, I mean, the house is getting hot. We got the AC on.
It gets 78 in here on a sunny day with no...
Oh, no doubt.
We can turn all the unit off.
Oh, yeah.
And and in the winter time even, it's because of the windows and we're backed up to the sun. It's a lot of windows in the back. So it just, we don't have
Then we had
choice.
that crazy windstorm come through.
No sleep on that night.
Yeah, a lot of trees down all over the place. And then
The roof came off
And then the
out
snow.
in Elgin.
Oh, really?
Yeah, off of first of all,
It was like tornadoes, dude.
this was nothing compared to the devastation that we're seeing all over. So I
Oh,
don't want to
no.
like minimize.
No. Oh,
Like,
gosh.
oh my gosh,
no.
we had winds. And we're just saying this has been terrible for so many people.
No, but this is just the craziness around Chicagoland area.
The weather is definitely a little different. But
One day you need your snow shovel, and the other day the AC.
well, we know better out here. We've got this like, I am a little superstitious where I'm like, don't put the shovel away. 'Cause then
I
it's
did.
gonna snow.
See?
I saw it.
Son of a
Anyway,
gun.
we get
It's
out.
all my fault. Sorry.
No,
people.
I got out there on the bike and I was talking about my wipeouts.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like,
yeah.
maybe I shouldn't talk about these because
No.
this was my first ride out.
You
And
don't want it to happen. I was actually thinking about that this week. That is crazy.
this was the time I had that really bad wipeout.
I know.
This was exactly the time. So that's what made me think about it. It was gravelly from all the snow.
Yeah, during the winter when they're snow plowing. So right
Yeah.
where the trail meets the road, there's always that gravel patch there. And wow, you went down, huh?
That was first
That
of
was
all.
your first GoPro video and last.
I think, well, then again, I was being maybe superstitious a little bit. I couldn't wait to get some good stuff. You gave me the GoPro. You got me the GoPro for Christmas.
Yeah.
I couldn't wait to put it on. I mean, I strapped it on my helmet and wore it around the house even. I was so excited. I was like, watch. Actually, I should do that again.
All right. Yeah, when you're making foods and stuff, sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Can you imagine if everybody saw this at a GoPro view of my day?
That would be awesome, yeah.
They would need Dramamine.
Yeah, really, seriously. But yeah, you bit it pretty hard.
We were coming back.
Front tire just washed right out.
Yeah, we were coming back, and I was it was a little bit of a slope. Came down a little bit of a slope. We had to cross a little road, and right there on the road where that gravel truck was coming, I saw it happening before it happened. I saw it happening because as soon as we started crossing, this car down the way,
Yeah, but you
gunned
hear
it.
it go.
Like he gunned it, and that just like made my legs like go gunning it too. I was like, I'm gonna gun it too, and I went and gunned it. And then I realized, just in that moment, I was like, I'm going to bite it because I saw the gravel. I saw the angle. I had to go around the turn. And I was like, shh, Nikes. Goosh. And the GoPro was still on my head, but I wasn't thinking about it at the time. But
No.
I landed, and the first thing you hear me say on the tape, I'm okay.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
okay.
yeah,
I'm okay.
yeah.
You guys, this is the way I handle life.
Totally.
This is the way I handle life every single time. The cat's pooping, whatever's going on. I'm like, I'm okay. I will talk myself through it, like just take it down a notch. So I get back on and then I ride and I'm like, I'm fine.
Yeah,
I'm fine.
I'm like, no, let me look at what's going on.
No, and I'm pedaling hard. Like the adrenaline is full
yeah.
blast. And in my mind, I know I'm going to ride this out because it ain't going to last.
No, I know.
We're 13 miles from home. We already did 10 miles, right? Wasn't it something like that?
Yeah. And then you're, we're a quarter mile from after you spilled. And then I'm looking, I'm like, hey, your thumb is leaking. We got to like stop and throw a Band-Aid on you.
I was like, I don't want to stop. My knee had that big, like, I could see that goose egg, they call it, like a half of an egg come out. And I was like, I felt it and I can't see blood.
No.
That's a whole nother story with me.
Yeah. I'm like, you're leaking. We got to stop.
And I'm like, I put my hand up just to think about it. I'm like, no, I can't look. He has to bandage me up. This is the wussiest stuff.
That's all right. Some people can't do blood, especially if it's their own.
I have to look away at my own.
I don't. I'm like looking at it. Oh, wow.
He has sewed himself. Let me just explain this to you guys. He has sewed himself up in the garage. Hey, you got a needle and thread? What?
Yeah.
I cut myself up out there. I don't have time to go to the emergency room. I'm just going to quick. You've done it all. You've glued it. You've stitched it.
Sure, you have to. I just never got one of those staplers. It hasn't been that bad.
And it was just recently I had a pretty bad hand injury on that mandolin.
Oh yeah! Wow! Holy cow!
That was a whole moment.
Yeah, let's
call you.
bandage just for 2-3 weeks.
I call you.
Jeez.
And I'm like, I need you to come home and check this out. I think I cut myself pretty bad.
Okay. I'm on my way.
I was already on the ground, ready to black out.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit. When I walk in, I'm like, oh wow, yeah, I guess so. Let's take a look. I'm like, it ain't that bad. Just stick that chunk back in the hole. We'll
And I'm
throw a
always like,
Band-Aid
do I
on
need
it.
stitches? Do I need stitches? You're like, yeah, probably, but we'll
Yeah,
just.
don't. Yeah, yeah. I said no. You're gonna have worse scar if you get the stitches.
That's what you
And
told
give
me.
Yeah.
And
Do you even remember where? I know you remember, but where is it? It's pretty
you
darn
can't even
good,
see
right?
it. You can't see it at all. It was my thumb. It was a whole chunk of my thumb, but
Yeah, doing a lot of machining my whole life. I know how to
yeah.
take care of cuts and boo-boos, and if you want a scar or don't want a scar, or if you don't care.
I have no scar, actually.
I know.
I
I'm
mean,
good at it.
You're right. If I would have. Anyway, the whole thing makes me nauseous. So we go out on this bike ride. We go over. That was just one fall. The first one was, I never saw you get so sick looking.
Oh yeah, gee.
That was.
We're like cruising down on this trail and we're getting to the end. It's like this
It was a
hill
little
of
wet.
blacktop. Yeah, it was wet. And then,
I don't know how to use my front brakes at this point.
yeah, like don't ever use your front brakes. I mean, geez.
Live and learn.
Yeah, over OTB, over the bars, and I'm watching. I mean, you were going too. You were fast. And I'm watching you fall. You're sliding. Your bike is tumbling.
I hit my front brake on accident.
Yeah. I'm like rolling in trying to stop the bike from hitting you.
I didn't know, but I'll tell you guys, I'm over here like, I'm okay. And the first thing I do is I turn around and I see John. He's got like no shoe on.
Yeah, I lost the shoe. I was getting off my bike so fast. I was trying to catch your bike before it was going to clunk you in the head.
Almost, and thank gosh for helmets.
Yeah.
That was that day I was like, helmets.
I
love helmets. Speaking of one, I just got one this week, a new one.
I'm jelly.
Is it called MIPS?
Yeah, and some whatever super protective stuff.
For bumps.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
really
awesome.
glad. So we're big on the helmets. Helmets save lives.
Yeah, you don't want to bang
Buckling
your
up.
head around.
So but you've had a couple good wipeouts too.
Yeah.
But that was
I've gone over to bars and stuff. Shit, yeah.
I saw that. We've done some single tracking. Who would have thought 50s? We're in our 50s. I mean, I know there's people out there doing it, but if you saw us before, that's the whole story.
Right.
You know, we've lost 150 pounds between the two of us. We were absolute couch potatoes.
Yeah.
I couldn't, like, my thing was like documentaries. That's because that's what I was good at, just watching shows. Now I'm outside riding my bike, living life, doing this stuff, and hopefully inspiring more people to do this kind of stuff too. Yeah. So we just keep on going.
Yeah, exactly.
I hate seeing
you get yourself up, dust
wipe out.
yourself.
By the way,
yeah,
that's the worst.
Yeah,
because you're just like, when you go down, you go down. Damn, it's like, oh.
I remember. It was like that wet bridge. It was a little damp out, and it's wooden. You know, wooden.
I saw it happening.
Like whatever, they get slippery a little bit from the water, whatever.
Every part of my body's clenching at the
that sucked.
I don't clench thinking about mine, but thinking about you doing it, I just could see it in my
What about
face.
when you ran into that car over here?
Don't.
I don't even know how the hell.
I was just starting my run keeper.
Oh, you're looking down.
I'm looking down, and I mean, you're in town.
You're looking down, you're in town. It's like,
I'm just leaving the area, so I know the route. I've done it 10,000 times. And I'm just opening up, I'm just like, setting my run keeper, but I'm just catching up a pace. And I don't know who decided to park their car on the road.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
That wasn't cool.
Hey, what are you parking there for?
That wasn't cool. So anyway.
Yeah, it wasn't you looking at your phone or nothing.
No.
So whether you're in a car or on a bike.
You got to be careful out there.
Keep your eyes on the road.
Helmets save lives. And even every time we wipe out, we have to keep going.
Well, yeah.
Like life, you have to get back up. You have to keep on going. And we're good at that. We are good at that, actually, when I think about it. We are good at that.
Yeah, definitely. We're crushing
First ride of the year. I can't wait to get you out and get out there with you.
Yeah.
So you got to kind of wait till.
It was so mad crazy at work. I could not.
How was your week?
Yeah. It was crazy. We got just this spring to make, and it is some tough material, and how we're forming it. It's just beating up the tooling.
I never saw a text from you like I did this week.
What do you mean?
You just had that.
Remember.
Really?
Yeah, I don't.
You have never, ever once in all of our marriage, 30 years.
Can't wait to hear this.
Ever once said, this is one of the most stressful weeks
ever.
at my job.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? I was absolutely blown away. Like everything, I was annoyed with you in this very moment. And I was ready to be like, I'm ready to send a text. Not annoyed like that,
Well,
but
yeah,
just,
whatever it is.
but immediately when you said that, I was like, oh my gosh, what can I do?
I don't know. I just wanted to share that with you. Just
Maybe you knew I was ready to like complain about something and you just like laid it out.
What is there to complain about?
The cat having issues with his food.
He's fine. He has old food now. He's better.
Seeing if you fed him last because he's
I
such
have
a
an automatic
bully.
feeder. Oh yeah, well,
Bully. That's
hungry.
usually what I'm texting about. Like, what is going? I'm trying. I've got
Did you feed the cat?
Well, listen
He's
to
attacking me.
Yeah, I got scratches on my arm from the call I was on. He's over here.
You know what? I'll move those for like the lives. When you're doing that, I'll make sure he gets fed like right at that time.
The time I do my lives.
Yeah, because normally it's after, and that's too late.
Well, then I have calls, and then he's it's like 11 o'clock. It's my 11 o'clock client.
Yeah.
She's watching me get bullied.
Oh, by then it's like, where's my food?
Yeah, and I'm over here waving pillows around. Like, come on, man, just don't. I have to get that bug back over here.
Yeah, I was just thinking about it.
That's what I have to do.
It's crazy.
Anyway, in those moments, we got to take another breath.
Mm-hmm.
I remember at first that meditation stuff. I was like, this is helping so many people. And if you listen to Saturday,
that's what a lot of people were talking about. They really
what a week
have their stuff together now.
I talked about breathing probably 75 times this week for people because it was such a hard week for people.
It was. What was it? The full moon, you said?
I don't know. I mean, it was just, there was so many good things, of course, but there was a lot of very big, like, wow, this is
a lot of hurdles.
A lot of hurdles this week. It was just a lot. But there's so much more self-confidence when they're getting through these things. And that's what everybody's kind of seeing over here. Mm-hmm. They're watching us go through it. They're listening to us go through it. We love sharing this unplugged stuff with you because I think that's the reality of this life. Stuff is coming. Everything isn't perfect. It's progress.
It is progress.
Over perfection.
That's what it was. Yeah. That's
everybody's
another
loving
saying.
It.
Yeah.
Progress over perfection.
That's awesome. Yeah.
It's true. But being a perfectionist will stop you from everything.
Yeah, wow.
It'll stop you from doing everything. And you never will finish anything because you can't accept the fact that it's not perfect like we envision it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
You go to start a project, it's not perfect. You know what? I mean, at least that's how I would do stuff.
Totally.
Like how do you not follow through? Be a perfectionist and
I don't know. You got to have the self-confidence and know this is good enough. This is good. We're going to go with this.
I mean, I still
you
like
just can't
trying to
wait.
do things right all the time.
Oh, of course.
But you got to just take it down a notch.
Yeah, can't be perfect. You'll never do anything if you do that.
Speaking of, did you finish perfecting that job?
I don't know. I mean, I got all the tools to the spring maker of what he asked for. So
did it? What?
It's just really hard material. And
all of this is because the material is hard?
The material is hard. Yeah, it's hard material. So when you go to try to feed it around the tooling, it's like you just need a lot of pressure on the feed rollers.
Why was this more stressful than anything? Just this?
Well, yeah, everything that we were trying wasn't working. And then, I put in all this work and you find out, they cracked the machine, like the casting on a machine where you put all this pressure on the rollers, it is actually cracked. So really, and we still need to use that machine. So what I had to do was then make tooling a different way to make the spring, to wind it around different. Yeah.
Learn from what was going on.
I had to take in the information, analyze it, and then come up with a better plan, better method to do it.
'Tis life.
I
don't know who started that.
'Tis the season. I don't know. In 5 days, right?
5 days is 'tis the season of spring.
Is the short beard season.
Short beard season.
Yeah.
I like your beard. I don't like when you scratch it. I like to unplug in here, break it down, and inspire people to turn it around because this is what I mean. Rough week.
That's right.
We're going to keep
except
on
for
going.
your bike ride. How was your bike ride? You
Awesome.
girls crushed it or what?
22 miles, I think.
Nice.
Actually, let me look at how many miles I've gotten all the way.
Up to the gas station, that one.
I love that. Yeah, we go up there and I'm like, hey, I buy a water and I tell him keep the change. He's like, for what? And I said,
For what?
For the toilet paper I use, buddy. Like I come in here and I'm so grateful to use this nice flushable toilet.
Yeah,
Let's see what I'm at. Really quick. 19,067 miles.
Wow.
And last week, 22.62. That was just one ride, but man, the time fail.
Really?
It was just so, it took us like 8 hours. Not really. Not really. But we both came back and said, we're going to work on our time.
Well, sure.
Give us something to like.
That was your first ride out. I mean, you're not going to just be hard straight to go.
And you're loaded with so much stuff in the bag. I do that. It's like I load everything. You need 18 pairs of clothes, like layer up, layer down.
Yeah, you don't know.
Yeah, you don't know how you get out there, how it's going to be. But it was great. Thanks for filling up my tire. Thanks for, actually, there's a little, no, it wasn't. I remembered I was riding and I was like, there's a little tick, 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 tick. And I thought, what is this?
It's the gears.
My brain just glitched because I remember at the time going, I can't wait to let John listen to this and see if he could debug it.
Oh, yeah.
I know to do that, but I debugged it myself. It was my microphone.
Oh, yeah.
My little mic on a bike. It was a little piece of the plug was out and it was clicking on my... The amount of accidents I could get in from just that. I need to be more careful. So, just saying.
It's just crazy.
This is the adventures of John and Stefanie, how it was. So then all that happened and we didn't even make it till Wednesday night's class. Powerhouse of a class.
Oh, that was great. Yeah.
Food.
Could
we talk about that? You don't even remember.
Please. My head is like pudding right now. Just kidding. But
I'm going to just tell you guys.
I ate all the food.
We had
some pineapple orange thingy with
Reuben
some raisins
sandwiches.
In it.
Are you kidding me?
The Reuben sandwiches. Jeez, yeah,
those
that's
are
right.
Unbelievable. They were like almost.
That was so good.
Anyway, but then that's the one night.
It's much better. That is the thing, is wringing out your sauerkraut so you don't soak the bread.
It's the weekend for this stuff, so we broke those out. It's great.
Yeah,
and we feel better after that.
Oh, definitely.
People think that we're giving up stuff,
no
traditions, stuff we love. We came in doing this podcast through Christmas.
Yep.
All the tradition we celebrate, that we do. I work with a lot of people through a lot of other cultures, religions, traditions. We modify everything for everybody.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's not just about the food.
No.
You heard the Saturday support group. I swear they said it like 75 times.
What about gratitude?
They would be like, "Hi, I'm
breathing.
Hi, I'm hearing this where from." It's not like that. It's not all like that, but it's like everybody starts off like, yeah, this isn't about the food. I got in my walks every day.
Right.
They come in like they're shocked that there's so much.
Well, they're like, yeah, it's really is this easy. Like they're thinking it's some major math calculation or something.
Well, they've been going at it for so long. This is, if I want to almost say, like, if you're here, you've probably gone through diets. Mm-hmm. You've probably tried them all. The list of diets that I've been on. Let's name them.
Go for it.
Well, I just think of the shredded diet was the first thing I was introduced to.
Shredded wheat?
13 years old, like strawberries and shredded wheat diet, I think it was.
Yeah, you're right. Strawberries and
of course, cabbage soup is a staple. Like starve yourself with some cabbage soup with no calories.
Soup now, but with a whole lot of other veggies in it.
No, well, yeah. Now I tell people, is your soup like watery or is your soup like a stew? Because it's got to be like that.
A stoop.
Slim Fast, Weight Watchers was. I was. I knew about Weight Watchers in the 80s. Diet Center, Beachbody, Keto Diet, Slim Fast. I think I already said that. Nutrisystem, Jenny Craig, Weight Watchers. Oh, I love Richard Simmons. He wrote me. I was just telling somebody right before he died. I can't believe it. I lost you.
My mic went out.
Mic check.
There we are.
Deal a meal, the Susan Powder.
Oh my God.
Potatoes.
Jeez. Oh, I love potatoes. She was onto something.
She was. Honestly, she was onto something.
I love potatoes.
There was everything that we've ever done, and everybody can understand, and everybody's so relatable, and everybody has this unhealthy relationship with food, and everybody comes in here and wants to talk about the food, or I need a menu and I'm trying. So I guess the message that I heard on Saturday, this is maybe good we break it down, was this wasn't about the food. I talk about it.
That's what they say.
It's not about the food, but it's nice to hear people feel that good. Like, you know what? I'm enjoying life. I'm focusing on the things that I'm doing good. It is not, well, I coach diet and lifestyle, but it's wonderful to hear people get off that food thoughts, measuring, weighing, counting.
Yep.
Now they're just losing weight left and right.
I know. And in the middle. Like, it's just a lot.
It's falling. Like people are coming,
crushing it.
they're crushing it. This is why we get in here and get excited.
I do get excited. People, I mean, I just was finishing up. I was doing a little work in my shop, listening to the Saturday group. And people are just kicking butt, and they know, they say, well, yeah, I mean, of course, food is part of it, but it's so much more.
We simplify it. Let's be real. The class on Wednesday night was simplifying it. We talked about, we both had autoimmunes in the past.
Yep. Had.
And, we talked about the superhero effect of antioxidants. We break it down and simplify it because we've been doing it. We know it. And it just makes people want to go hardcore because we've simplified it. So it's easier to just be like, you know what, I'm doing this.
Yeah, it's way easier. And then, once they finally wrap their heads around eating more.
That's the biggest part.
That is the hardest part, because that's the diet brain. This is like cut back.
My whole life.
That is
it was like
the opposite.
We got to cut back everything. Now we're just eating potatoes by the 5 pounds.
Oh, man.
And it's never ending. And I just heard somebody again talking about, we heard it. You heard it with me.
What?
No potatoes, no bread.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
No
it was rough.
like some coach yelling, none of this stuff. And that is the stuff that everybody's been doing, and it's not working.
Yeah,
and then they come in here and they're all freaked out because I'm like, you're going to need to eat more of this stuff. And this is working so well because we've got such a wonderful community, a very mature community, I should say, in terms of it's been going on for so many years that they all have like, yeah, I know, that's how I felt too. But wait till you see this. You got to eat more. Isn't it?
It's just the best when you're doing it with other people and they know and they've gone through it. It's amazing, really.
I almost want to read stuff to get other people inspired because this is what it's about. The community.
That is awesome. Yes. There were some excellent reviews.
What do you mean? We have
or
reviews?
Not reviews, but they're how they're talking. Yeah.
I have to find them.
They're just kicking butt. They're back and forth. And,
a lot of. I just saw that bear
story.
Well,
you know why it's really good?
Oh my God.
It is. So it's because we are there.
Yeah.
We're there. It's not like, we're on a bus with, no driver. Like, we're there to control and really, we're
driving the ship.
Yeah. I mean, you can't just start a group and then, all right, see ya, and then where's the founders? Where's the people
I've been through some of that.
That's the big thing, is living or, with them through this.
That's a feedback we're getting from people who've been through the other things. Who just keep telling us about. There's really no captain of the ship in a lot of places, and I'm not saying I'm the captain of the ship. We're just saying we're doing it with you because we're living it with you.
I mean, when you start it, it's come on in. This is the community.
Come on in.
We're all there together.
Let me let you into my life and let you see that I am not perfect. I am, this is how we can get through this stuff, though. This is about progress, not perfection. This is about community support. This is about learning how to have that stress management. This is sleeping better. This is moving more. This whole month has been mindful. We did that mindful week of eating. We've done a mindful week of sleeping. We've done a mindful week of movement now we're getting into. And it just, you heard it. Even February, they were like these challenges and everything we're doing. It's so exciting to watch everybody.
It is awesome.
Getting this down.
The calendar with the activities, the daily challenge is
Do you
amazing.
Remember? I mean, now I have an assistant. Now I have somebody who's helping me put it together.
Oh my God, it's like the 28th. We got to get this calendar together.
First, let's be clear. I come up with the ideas based on all the coaching I've been going through. So I take
excellent ideas.
I bring that into it, and then I have somebody help me put that together.
Yeah.
Here's my ideas.
There's a lot of work.
There's a lot of work that goes in, but I just thought about that the other day. I was like, remember on the last night before the month, we're over here like I'm having a hard time learning how to use what is it?
The Excel program, computer?
Yes, all of it. All of it. Where you make
Yeah.
art.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's not easy, really, to make
Cannot.
that calendar. It's not.
I'm a potter. I could throw a bowl.
Yeah,
I could do some art like you've never seen, but put me in front of a
I'm
computer.
not a graphic-y kind of computer dude.
Well, if you've seen my stuff, you'll know I don't know what I'm doing there. But who cares? It's not about perfection.
We did it, but that was it. It was about realizing, okay, this area needs a little more work. So I'm going to, get people volunteer and they help out.
Get some
we
help
have
on that. So
great stuff done.
All of these things that people are, we know that power in numbers is a real thing. Power in numbers is a real thing.
Right.
So we got
But
that
great.
going for you. So next thing you know, we get to Thursday.
Right.
Now, I don't even think I saw you on Thursday. Friday where was the storm where that
oh my
no
gosh,
sleep that night
was
for
crazy.
everybody.
Yeah, that was Friday.
Air to heat. We had everything happening this week.
It was crazy.
Saturday support group. When did we start? Where are we at?
We're started. We're about 40 minutes. Or whatever.
Well, I think it's time for the Plantspiration Health Report.
Yeah, definitely, we can do that.
And let me see if I can find some of these comments to try to give people a little bit
awesome. I mean, people need to hear. I'm not like tooting my own horn. People are.
The
big thing is they're so happy that they're making a
progress.
difference, in their life, and this is really, really helping a lot of people get healthier and live happier. I mean, they're like, oh my God.
They're thinking about things
great.
a little bit differently. The perspective of this whole journey of getting healthier has changed immensely.
Big time, because it usually starts out as weight.
It's not. You heard it. Now I'm glad because it was such a good meeting and all across the board. A lot of people come in apprehensive and they think, oh, this is going to be stressful. I didn't lose weight but I just want to say, well, if there wasn't a scale, what would you say was winning?
Yeah.
And
True.
that's what I want people to think about. Even right now, if you're listening to this, you're trying to get healthier.
Exactly.
You're trying to get more positive. You're trying to reduce stress. You're trying to learn how to better manage life. That is awesome.
Seriously. And I really been thinking about it, that the thing is not a lot of people, me, you, like pretty much everybody wants to get happier or healthier and just feel better about your life.
Even when the stress is coming out.
Right.
Getting through that stuff. Everybody wants to be more chill and not be so stressed out and not have anxiety. But these aren't the tools that people are learning in school. If I could go back, I would have implemented this with the kids. I would have been sitting down talking about let's using these breathing techniques. I would have been doing yoga with them and practicing how to be flexible and calm and patient. And, I love those terms like working on the mat, just like life.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard, but we're going to move through it.
That's awesome.
There were these things that I find so much gratitude in today that I really didn't understand before.
That we just sloughed off a long time ago.
I think sharing that journey, I think that's why it resonates with so many people, because I know the first time you start hearing of practicing or doing some of this stuff, it's like, okay, that's not going to work. But repeat time and time again, what are we hearing?
People are crushing is what we're hearing.
Let's hear it.
This week's Plantspiration Health Report is brought to you by Meijer Grocery Store.
Hold on, I got to stop right here. Larry, I am dying for Larry to hear this. I just saw Larry this week. He's like, gosh, I got to listen to the podcast.
He's a produce manager.
I said, Larry,
he's awesome.
We keep saying Meijer's is sponsoring us, and they don't even know it yet. But I'm, again, just really grateful for Meijer's. They have fresh food coming in every day. He says produce comes in fresh every day at these stores. We love everything about it. So thank you guys so much. Seriously, we're not sponsored by anybody yet. No. But we're just grateful for this kind of stuff.
That's right.
So Plantspiration Health Report, drum roll, please.
Yeah,
Last week we were at 1,451 pounds down with our community.
Yeah.
Oh, was that the right number?
Yeah, that was last
week. Wow, that is a lot of weight.
Definitely. I mean, as that number goes up, people's weight is going down.
We're on week 19 of keeping track of this. So, John, take it down.
Yeah. Well, you want to know the weight right away?
Yes, please.
All right. So from 1451 this week, we're checking in at even 1,500 pounds.
Shut the front door.
Uh-huh.
It's not.
It is.
Even though this week was rough.
Yeah, for a lot of people too. And we heard that too. Like, I just couldn't believe it. I got on a scale and it was actually down and I thought it wasn't.
I actually got a text for another 1.2 this morning.
Okay.
Somebody got out of into the Wonderland.
Yeah.
Is that on your paper?
No, that wasn't on.
Yeah, I know there's more weight. I probably have another.
Well, no. Oh, yeah. No, I have those captured.
I probably have another 7 to 10 pounds that we didn't even catch up and I didn't get to tell you.
No
but
problem.
I didn't have time to collaborate with you before this. So anyway.
No, serious has been that kind of week.
Honorable mentions?
Yeah, honorable mentions are type 1 diabetes is improved with less insulin usage.
And with more carbohydrates.
Yeah.
Take notes.
Take notes.
More carbohydrates. I've been working with them for a while. They've been very familiar with plant-based, as is everybody in the community. This isn't new, but it's trusting and hearing other people's success within.
Exactly.
That it's inspiring them to be like, and going at it even when things aren't perfect.
I mean, it's hard to just go at it.
Gosh, I'm so proud.
You're hearing it differently at the doctor's office.
I'm so proud of her for doing this is what I want to say.
Yeah.
Like just to not
Same
give up.
Same person is getting better sleep.
Wow. More carbohydrates, reducing her insulin. This is not reversible, by the way. So we're working with type 1.
But if you can go through life with less insulin,
you're doing better.
That's awesome.
Less stress on the body.
Yay.
Yay.
So like I said, better sleep. Tumors are shrinking. With a couple different scans. Evidence scans of
stop right there.
Tumors are shrinking.
I don't want to just talk over this.
We're talking about it.
People need to hear this. Tumors are shrinking.
Yeah.
Based on scans, doctor reports of this individual who is going whole food plant-based. I'm already excited because I know they're down so much weight.
Eating like crazy and losing weight and their tumors are shrinking.
That's the other thing. I'm like, what are you doing differently? Eating more, eating my plants off.
Making sure better sleep. The breathing, they're just being more mindful, really crushing it. And also other diabetes too, improved, no meds.
Yes.
Shrinking out of clothes.
Oh, yes. They're eating their plants off. They're eating their plants off. The concept is mind-blowing for many, but not for these folks.
No. And that's what's great. It's not mind-blowing, but we have clearer mind.
Nicely done.
Yeah, feeling lighter. That's awesome.
Doesn't everybody want to feel lighter mentally, emotionally, physically?
Yeah.
Like, this is what I mean. I wouldn't be going out on my bike ride. I couldn't physically do it, not just because of the weight. It was because of the condition of my body, how sick I was, the chronic disease. Weight is one part. That got me going.
When you're hurting, it's really hard to...
Hurting. I couldn't even...
You don't have the energy because it's drained from the pain.
I couldn't leave the house. It'd be 5 feet from a bathroom. I was so messed up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Pancreatitis is no joke. Anyway, let me read this to you just to give an idea. I don't know if you've been so busy. I don't know if you've seen this. Thank you for the meeting. It was somebody's first time. I really enjoyed hearing what everyone had to say today and love all the positivity. Thank you for a great meeting and all you do to encourage the group. You speak from experience and with kindness and compassion. That's a game changer for me.
That's awesome.
That it's different. And I'm only saying that because I keep hearing this. It's different. And I always say, like, different how? Different why? Well, there's no captain of a ship in a lot of these other things. And we know community is such a big part. That's what got us through it. We had us. We did it together.
Yeah.
And science just proves it.
Well, yeah. I mean, you don't go to a meeting and like the person that called the meeting isn't there. I mean,
we're there every day.
Yeah.
We're both very involved in the group, being supportive of everybody because we know how important that is to feel that. I mean, don't you feel supported right now? You're out there walking, you're out there jogging,
Heck yeah.
You're out there working on your project.
We're there with you.
Maybe you're crocheting. Like, well, I want to tell you, that's awesome. That is amazing that you're doing that right now. Take a deep breath. Be like, that I'm awesome. That's what I want people to say. You know, I missed her, my awesome lady.
Yeah.
She wasn't there. She was at a baby showers and stuff.
All right. It's all right.
What else is going on your notes?
Well, yeah, I do have some notes. Actually, I had a question here.
Just like a car, you need more than fuel to run.
That's right.
Just like a car, you need more than fuel to run.
Yeah.
Foods power our body, sure, the fuel. But like I keep telling people, the community, that's what keeps you going.
Got to take care of the rest of the car.
It's like the whole crowd is constantly cheering you on. I got a lot of analogies for this. I say like, come on down, like the price is right. Woo! And that's what it feels. I can't wait to get to Saturday support group. When I hear that, my heart is just like, yeah.
Definitely.
There's no talk. There's very little talk about food.
I know.
It's about overcoming. Did you hear that in there?
What?
Everybody just.
They're crushing it. They're overcoming a lot of things and just doing better in life. They feel better. They're crushing.
How does that make you feel to hear that?
That makes me feel great.
It makes me want to keep going.
Happy.
Makes me want to keep going.
Yeah,
I've got a
It's
purpose.
awesome. Yeah, you do.
Give me some. You've got a purpose too. Your purpose is to give me some questions right now.
Here's one. What's
Are we at the question part?
We are now. What's something you admire most about each other that has helped in your journey? Oh, this is we both answered.
Did we get this one last week?
No.
Was it? No, it was like,
different.
what did you?
It was learn about each other.
Oh, okay.
This is what you admire most about
I
each
like
other
this.
that has helped in your journey.
By the way, thank you for your questions.
Yeah.
I'll do another thing with more questions, but I'm loving the people keep messaging me kind of this stuff like, hey, they're loving the podcast. They're giving us great feedback.
Well, I'll tell you, for businesses out there, if you want me to wear your T-shirt, just send me a medium, and I'll wear it on the podcast.
I like that. Yeah, we'll let's get some sponsorships going. That we haven't even had time to do any of that. We're having such a good time in here. Okay, I'm sorry. Ask the question
Just what's
again.
something you admire about me that's helped in your journey?
You are so supportive of everything I do.
That is awesome.
I like that that's an easy one to answer.
Mm-hmm.
John, I want to trademark something. All right. You
Cool,
never
do it.
question.
No, why
John,
would
I want to start a business. Okay.
Do it.
John, we're going to have a bunch of people in our house. Sure. John,
And then
we're
I was
going to
like,
go do
whoa.
a talk in front of a bunch of people. All right. Well, because you know the impact that it's making, and I get so excited when we do this stuff together, and it means so much to me. So the fact that you're supporting me for everything that I do, I want some roller skates, I want to, take my bike all over the place. It's so nice to have that. Like, and it isn't that you didn't have that before. It's just, I wasn't doing anything for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, always like the house is great, the food is great, the kids are great.
Yeah.
There was always that.
Yeah.
But all these new things
Still
that
the
could have
same
failed,
guy.
that could have failed.
Yeah. But I just wanted to support you. Like
Thank
your
you.
legs.
What was that quote? Let's do that other quote. You remembered it. I
Yeah.
would like to thank my arms for being by my side.
Yeah.
I would like to thank my legs for,
Always supporting me.
and I would like to thank my fingers because I know I can always count on them.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Can
That
you
is
imagine if you just
so
kind
cute.
of, oh my God, it's so cute.
That's so cute. But I admire most about you is your drive, your determination to do all these things. And when things got tough, it was like, oh, well, we're going to still go after it and not give up. So
I don't have any
awesome.
Kleenex when you come up here and
What do
you
you
bring these words to me.
I'm going to bring these words here.
That is so nice.
Well, yeah,
I don't
well,
think
that's-
about all
I
those
admire that.
obstacles. I just
Yeah.
keep blasting through them.
Well, that's what I'm admiring from over here.
I'm pretty positive and upbeat, even when there's poop all over.
Yeah, or cat barf and
Seriously.
poo. Sorry.
Thank you. I love you for that.
Well,
We
I
just-
love you anyways.
We got an anniversary coming up too.
Yeah, wow.
It's a little over a month. How many years?
It'll be 31 this year.
31. We're doing good.
Yeah, I remember when I was a punk back in the day.
Punk.
Yeah, I don't know, I was like 23 or something or whatever.
I knew you.
And
Did
this
I?
guy,
Yes, I did.
yeah, but
I wasn't in your life at the time.
no, but at this machine shop, I was an assistant supervisor. And the quality guy, I remember he's like, yeah, man, I got her 30th wedding anniversary, you know?
Oh, really?
And I was like, Gene, I can't even imagine being that old.
No, you didn't.
God,
Stop. Don't clap for that.
no, I gotta.
Kadoosh. What?
Yeah, like I
I
said,
can't
I was a
imagine
punk.
being that old. Now
What a
I feel
jerk.
better now than
But
I
he
do.
knew
my-
how. It's just you razz everybody, you know, in the shop. It's different.
Hold on, totally random. That comment, did I tell you about that comment that I left somewhere that I very rarely comment in this group?
I don't.
Thousands of people in this group. I pretty much keep to myself.
Was it this week?
It was just the other day.
I don't remember.
It was some thread that said, "What is one thing that you wish you would have done to change, you know,
Or something you wish you knew.
to change your
before or
life
whatever,
or
yeah.
something like that. Something that you wish you would have known that would have changed your life."
Yeah.
Right?
If you would have want, yeah. Exactly.
I was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to write this in here. You know, thousands of comments. People quit smoking. People quit drinking. People ate more fiber. People talked about more fruits and vegetables. People talked about how much better they got, giving up drugs, giving up relationships.
What happened? I can hear where we're going with this. Did you use the V word?
I did not.
Okay.
Because people think that
But
a bunch of
plant-based,
people will get like, that's the unfortunate part.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
So what happened? What
I
did
just
you
said
write?
like, oh, I wish I would have known, you know, years ago that this was something that could, you know,
This, what is this? Not
going
eating
whole.
animals?
I said I stopped eating animal, but I said it very carefully.
Well, sure.
You know, I gave up eating animal products. Actually, I said I gave up eating animal products, and I did it for a quick fix to lose some weight. But I ended up reversing these diseases: heart
Nice.
disease, autoimmune disease, diverticulitis. Like, there's so many people suffering, so I just thought I'll put it out there. Downvoted
How many?
to oblivion. To oblivion.
Wow, they murdered you, didn't they?
They did. I was like, and see what I mean? Like a little bit of, and I just want to say something. Google told me one of my videos was
Misleading.
misleading health claims. I have not shared one. You're hearing all of these health claims reversing disease, heart disease from us. We've
When you
done
come to the Saturday meeting, you're going
You're
to hear
going
it
to hear
right
it
from
yourself.
the people.
They stopped one of my videos and said that I was having.
Misleading.
I can't even say it because I wrote
Misleading.
back. I go, I have never misled anything. Like, this is ridiculous. So they've got to. I have been dealing with them all for the last 2 weeks.
Cool. Well, that takes care of this question.
Oh, let's hear it.
Well, no, that was what it was. If you could go back 10 years and give yourself, well, it'd be longer than that.
Is that
10
really a question?
We were plant-based 10 years ago already.
So there it is for right there. But so I have a, what do you call it? You do a ticket
Yeah.
for them to call you back, and
Okay. Oh, yeah.
I've had like 3 of them this last couple
Jeez.
weeks. Let's do it together, okay? Steve Jobs will be rolling in his grave.
Yeah, right.
Go on.
What's been
One
the
more.
what has been the most rewarding part of growing this movement together?
Wow.
Wow.
The impact that it's made.
Because have you ever tried quit smoking when your significant other is still smoking?
That yes,
That's the
actually
way, I
we
know.
have.
Well, you know.
That was hard. So
Yeah, it's
the
harder.
impact that we've made by, you know, I could have easily went and did this by myself. I never said, "Hey, you have to be here for the class."
No.
You know, I did start off trying to do it by myself, and you were like, "Just get over, move over. I got to get over
Yeah.
because you're so funny." And then everybody fell in love with how funny you were all the time, and here you are, just nobody realized that you were learning all this stuff with me.
Right. Plus my nutrition certificate too.
Yours-
Like I know this stuff, but I just like screwing off really and eating food.
Yeah, you're the comedian of the whole, you know, cooking class is what we're talking about.
Yeah,
like everybody
it's
comes to this,
fantastic. It's fun.
they call it a cooking show.
It's a show. Yeah.
It's a show because we're funny.
It's not like our show.
It is our show.
No, I mean the show we relax to and watch to, you know, people come and see
Should we
us
tell them?
as our show.
Yeah,
As their show. You know what I mean?
that's
No?
what they're saying. We should tell them what our favorite show
But it's
is.
not reality TV. It's reality real that we're
Well, I love
good.
getting to that point of the week where I get to watch my show,
and unwind.
and that's where people. That's the relatability that I continue to hear. Like, hey, I can't wait for this. I just love to kick back and watch you guys because it's so fun. I love Monday nights for my show.
Yeah.
I block out everything so that we can sit down and watch it. Does anybody want to take a guess? I want to know what you thought our show was in the comments. Leave some questions in the comments.
Yeah,
Leave
that would
some
be awesome.
feedback in the comments. We're grateful that you took the time to listen today. We're grateful that you feel inspired today to just keep going through what you're going through.
And if you've been in the community or still are, head on over to Google and slap a review down of how awesome you're doing now.
Yeah, I love that. Did I answer that last question? Yeah, I did. I said it's making an impact. What about you?
Yeah. I lost the question on here, really.
Well, I'll just give another quote while we're here. And how many minutes are we
Yeah,
at?
tell me that.
If you're persistent, you'll get it. If you're consistent, you'll keep it. And if you're grateful, you'll attract more of it.
That's awesome.
I love it.
That's
I
awesome.
share this stuff because I wrote learn it, live it, love it, because this is that mindfulness. What is this?
Got some music.
Oh, geez, we can't have that. That's
No,
an avocado
don't do
roll.
that.
So I think it's
I'll
time to
tell
wrap
you
it up.
what else. I got a little saying
Oh.
about, well, because I'm always all about the food and everything, but just thinking about it, like, consume food that will not consume you.
Oh, I like that.
You know?
I
What do you think
love
about
that.
That's deep.
We're going to see spring in 5 days.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
It's like just like the flowers blooming and evolving. That's how I want people to look at this week.
Heck yeah.
Like
yeah.
a lotus, I say. I flourished through all the muck.
Yep.
And that's what I look forward to is like, we can keep on going.
Yeah.
We can keep on growing, learn from what didn't go right, keep breathing, and keep your head on tight. I should make a rap song. I talk about it
great.
on every one of my Tuesday grocery hauls. I'm whipping out lives
That's
all day
awesome.
long.
Yeah.
So these rhymes come along.
I love it.
did
I
it
love
again.
I'm glad you guys were here for another episode.
Episode 19. We'll see you next week where we're going to keep on crushing it. We've got a great class this week. I know if you're listening to this podcast, there's a great class every week, but we're talking about saying goodbye to cholesterol.
That's right.
I'm blown away by the medical students.
I can't wait to make those deviled eggs out of the little potatoes.
Deviled
my
eggs.
God, it's
We're
so
doing our
good.
strawberry ice cream that tastes exactly like the Good Year Humor ice cream.
Look out.
We're also going to be making
But no cholesterol, see?
no dietary cholesterol because we shouldn't be consuming it.
That's right. I know
By
we're
the
making
way-
something. We're also going to be making some mayonnaise.
I can't stop because remember that comment
Plant-based
of that.
mayo?
Remember that comment of the doctor who was like, "Your eggs are great and eggs and this."
Oh.
They deleted their whole comment. Yeah, it's just
That's great.
you can have your own opinions, but you can't have your own facts.
That's
and
right.
We're here to inspire people to get healthy through science-based evidence.
That's right.
This
That's right.
is the only diet and lifestyle proven to prevent and reverse disease. On that note, you guys, I want you to keep on eating your plants off. Keep
Yeah.
on taking a deep breath and getting
Yeah.
through it with us. Thank
Don't
you so
forget
much.
to breathe, sleep, eat well.
Yeah.
awesome.
And keep on loving yourself. You're doing it. Give yourself a high five. I know. It's hard,
It's over.
but it's necessary. It is over. Love you guys. We'll see you next week. Keep on eating your
We'll see
plants
you
off.
guys.
Woo!
All right.